Jackie, let's move on to something that is disturbing for me, and I don't know about you, but the NFL each and every year brings in new rules to try to make the game better.
Right.
I think that the new rule, the kickoff rule that they've instigated, is out of place. First of all, one of the biggest, most exciting plays in the NFL is the kickoff and the kickoff returner running 100 and some yards for a touchdown.
Absolutely.
That, to me, is like one of the best thrills that a fan can get in his seat. Okay,
and it's been going on for 100 years.
Over 100 years. Okay, so they want to eliminate a lot of those runbacks because they want to make it a fair catch. You fair catch the ball inside the 25-yard line. You start your drive on the 25-yard line. So it's eliminating the kickoff return.
And the
basically.
reason why they want to do that is because they say it's going to cut down on some of the injuries. They want to limit the number of injuries that occur on a kickoff.
Not only am I against that rule, but who else blasted it was your son, Matthew Slater, who Bill Belichick says he's the best special teams player he's ever seen, okay? So, I mean, when you eliminate a play like that, it's going to eliminate a lot of opportunities for a lot of players to make it in the NFL.
Absolutely.
What's your thought about that?
Absolutely. I mean, every guy, when you think about it, you refer to them as skill guys, receivers, defensive backs, guys like that, linebackers, running backs. All of those guys aspire to go into the National Football League and be starters. They don't see themselves sitting on the bench. They don't see themselves covering kicks. In fact, it's something that is beneath many of them.
Right.
But then there's a group of guys that the coaches have concluded that they have to have as core special teams players. Guys who are going to cover kicks, block for kicks, cover punts, block on kick and punt returns, field goal rush, field goal block. These are unique specialties, that unique guys that you get to do these jobs that don't play on regular down and distance as, skill guys, as you refer to them. So that's going to eliminate some jobs. So instead of keeping, an extra 2 or 3 guys to cover kicks and play special teams guys, now you get an extra, a solid linebacker where you got 2 guys competing to be starting linebackers instead of playing special teams. It's going to eliminate jobs. That's the first thing. Now, the argument that Matthew had was that this particular, they eliminated the receiving team's ability to hold hands, 2 of them as blockers, and then run up the field, and then as a convoy for the returner. They eliminated that. They can't hold hands now.
They're positioning the players closer to the kickoff, the line of scrimmage, pretty much, so they have less collision.
So they have less collision. They have less space to run.
Right.
Now, the thing about that, in my opinion, is, that might eliminate some injuries, but when you have guys running as fast as they can and people trying to avoid these guys as they're being blocked, that doesn't appear to me to be all that so dangerous. I haven't seen a whole lot of injuries occur on that play. It might be something that I don't know about, but if you talk to some of the guys that are playing the game, they say the injuries aren't occurring there. They're occurring in other areas, and maybe some more on regular down and distance. So there is going to be a lot of jobs that people aspire to have in the National Football League and have a career doing that are going to be wiped out. They're going to be disappeared. They're going to disappear. And for my son in particular, he cited that there are a whole lot of other things that for example, playing on an artificial surface instead of natural grass. Sure. Instead of the proliferation of the turf. And you and I both know how hard that stuff is to play on, and how sore we get after those games. Instead of eliminating that and playing on grass, they do that with this rule. So there's a lot of pros and cons. But mostly, even there's some coaches. Pete Carroll up here at Seattle, who hopefully we're going to have on a show here over the next few weeks. He hates the rule because he thinks that they're a very good football team when it comes to the kickoff return. And he wants it to be a part of the physical makeup of his squad. So he doesn't like the rule. And I'm sure he's not the only one. He's just the one that happened to have spoken out about it. So it's a difficult rule, and I don't think it's one that should be concluded is going to be there forever.
No.
Because there's a lot of pushback on it, and there are a lot of guys who are going to lose jobs because they don't have that.
And Jackie, not to mention the fact that field position is such a vital element of the game
Absolutely.
moving forward, because where do I start the drive? Am I always going to start the drive at the 25-yard line? Hey, if I got a kickoff return, I get it to midfield, it throws a whole different excitement and a different perspective for the fans and for the team. How am I going to, now based on how much time is left, those kind of things, those are all the fun part of the game. It keeps the game you're second guessing what's the next move. So, you know, I think with that in mind, you know, I don't know how long that rule is going to be in effect, but we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see.
And that's another segment from OnPoint Live. So for Jackie Slater, I'm Vince Ferragamo. I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at on.point.live.
That's right. And don't forget to go to our website and subscribe to what we're doing. We really enjoy getting feedback from you, and we'll look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks for watching. So until next time, stay on point.